So Renault, 5-0, always a hard result to take. Tail of the first half was we had equal shots at Radcliffe, but only one on target. They were devastating with those 3 goals.
They're a really good side. What a good side they are. And they've smacked us today completely. But I say this time and again: when it goes wrong, it's on me. When it goes right, it's on them. And I'll still say that. Looking at our team today, we were probably limited into what we could do. But I just felt that certain lads didn't take on instructions that we wanted them to take on, and maybe some of the goals could have been, different, but they weren't. And then you come in at half time and you play good football, but then you come out second half and again we don't do what certain individuals don't do what we ask them to do at half time, and they go through kind of the middle of us and score again, and that's disappointing. That's really disappointing. But listen, that's a good thing about football. You always get your questions answered, and unfortunately today there's too many questions that I got answers to, which I didn't want, to be honest, but what we have done. But you can't take anything away from Radcliffe. They're a really good side, and although we played very well against Macclesfield Saturday and Ilkeston, we came up against another beast today, and John O'Bernard have recruited really well, and I've no doubt they're going to have a really good season. But that's another difficult defeat to take, and similar to Marine, where I thought goals were avoidable. I think today, if we got our shape right, goals were definitely avoidable, but we didn't do, and there's no point dwelling on it now. All we can do is put it behind us, get it for training, and get ready for the FA Cup game this weekend.
It's fair to say that Radcliffe, as soon as they got anywhere near goal, they were putting shots in the hard. Basically, they just pulling the trigger. It was noticeable. We were getting into the box. We were doing everything, but basically taking that first time shot. It was always 2 touches, and we've seen you in training. And basically, the last thing we usually finish with is a shooting practice where it's a 1 touch, shoot straight away. And that just seems to be the difference today. We're delaying pulling the trigger.
Listen, let's not take anything away from Jude's goal, because everyone will be raving about it today. But if that happened to Bernard and John Hall's side today, they'd be exactly like me. Parting of the Red Sea, they'd be talking about where's our shape, who's going to bring the lad down before he travels 90 yards. We just go wide open. And listen, it's a great run, it's a great finish. But ask any manager if you want to concede that type of goal, it's no. Second one, third one, or set piece, again, our own undoing, and then we come out, second half. I think both goals coming from the 18-yard box, which we ask, to nullify space, surrender space, suffocate space, whatever you ask for, and we don't do it. We make a couple of changes, and what the pleasing thing for me is that we kept going, and the lads who came onto the park took on board instructions. I thought Jan was excellent when he came on, and Jan hasn't had minutes. At training, he went over his ankle again last week, but Jan hopefully we're back to fitness. But that's the key thing, and like I said, I don't mind it saying it going wrong when it's on meeting, but I do ask certain people to carry out certain instructions, and people aren't prepared to do that, then unfortunately you've got to look for another answer. But you can't, like I said, I'll go back to what I've said time and time again. Let's take nothing away from Radcliffe. Really good side, fully deserved the win. I'm not going to stand here and say we created this, we had that much opportunity. Good side, slapped us 5-0. Enjoy the moment, enjoy the win, 6 from 6. And they're going to look like the team they're going to catch. What we've got to do now is hopefully bounce back. But what I will say, Tim, is when the fixtures were released and we looked at, the teams that we were going to face, starting with Worksop, like Marine and Stafford, we had a point total of 10. We've got 9. So we're only 1 shy of that. And I think a lot of people at the football club would have taken, 9 or 10 from our opening really tough 6 games. Didn't expect to lose in the manner that we did do it at Marine or at Radcliffe today. But we have shown that we've got the spirit and the fight to bounce back. So, we're not even out of August yet. So we've got a lot of work to do defensively, got a lot of work to do with our shape. Let's not get too carried away with the Marine and the Ilkeston results. Let's get our focus now on the next game, which is Barton Oldswick, and then the next league game, which is Bradford Park Avenue. And we'll just keep trying to get better. Keep trying to get better at all times. But you can see, they didn't give up. They carried on. The spirit was still there. Created some chances. I'd have to look back at the goal, the Curtis Jones goal. But it's happened now. And like I said, there's nothing we can do. I can apologise to the amazing travelling contingent that came here today. Apologise about the result. We're hurting, we're smarting. I'll dissect it, I'll unpick it, and then hopefully we'll get ready on training on Thursday with a smile and a bounce, and we'll go again.
Yeah, with a couple of things. I mean, the goal, we've watched it back on video. We've got a clip of it. It comes from behind the defender. Basically, I was absolutely in line with the goal. I could see the linesman was further back, and I think he just took a flyer. Basically, unfortunately, made the wrong decision. You look back at the last three results. Basically, it's two good wins. It comes to a very strong Radcliffe side who are absolutely flying at the moment. Basically, we've got a bit of a pause now in the league. Basically, we welcome Barnoldswick to Broadhurst Park on Saturday. Obviously, it's a chance for you potentially to mix it up, obviously, in the light of today's game. And then, obviously, with all due respect to Barnoldswick, it's an opportunity for players who probably haven't had that much game time to stake a claim for the next league game.
Listen, 100%, Tim. And I'm looking forward to Lewis Coulter may come back into the squad. Young Pav needs some minutes. Yang needs some minutes. Keane Baru, hopefully, he's not too serious. He'll need minutes. You've got Nick at top end will need minutes. So there's going to be a lot to do, but I'm not resting aside, taking them for granted, because we can't take anybody for granted, Tim. We've got to make sure that we bounce back positively from this today. And listen, there'll be a lot of people questioning certain things, but we've shown as a group now that we're well capable of bouncing back. But it hurts today. But like always, I congratulate the opposition. Bern and John will enjoy this one tonight. We'll get ourselves ready, training and come in on Saturday, and hopefully get Broadhurst Park rocking. Seems to be the other way around from last year, where we turned Broadhurst into a bit of a fortress and we can't get points on our travels. But that won't be the story of our season. It's the story of August. Put August to bed now and hopefully crack on. So thanks for everyone to travel here today, and we'll bounce back Saturday.
See you Saturday.
See you Saturday.